Hey, this is part 2 of my Egg-Only Palworld run. If you haven't seen that first, the link to part 1 will be in my pinned comment. In this video, I take on 2 towers, the raid boss, and the plague of the Palpagos Islands, the eater of worlds, the chill you feel at night. This Lamball. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Before I do that, I want to give a huge thank you to my channel members. You two are amazing. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers in the next 3 months, and you could be a part of that. Alright, let's get back to it. Here I am again, and I totally forgot everything I was doing in this run. If I remember correctly, I beat Zoe and Grizzbull and left the video at that. I forgot I named this character Witty Name. that was really witty. I'm pretty proud of myself for that. So let's take a look at my party. I have Orpheus the Rayhound, Izanagi the Vanworm, Arson the Arsox, Captain Kid the Pen King, and Zoro the Nox. Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty diverse team as it stands, and I'm not too upset about it. With my pals and myself being level 26 and 27 respectfully, I feel like I'm for sure over-leveled and I probably could go fight Lily and Lyleen sooner rather than later. We will get to that, but first I think I want to hunt for some eggs and take on a few bosses. First boss being Bushi. I had Captain Kid out for the whole fight and there's not a lot to say about this. Captain Kid is a monster. You know this. I know this. And Captain Kid also knows a lot of water and ice moves, so this was a breeze. The next boss was Patalia. I used Arson the Arsox for this whole fight, and just like Bushi, this was also a breeze. It's really funny me coming back to quote-unquote older videos, because I feel like I've over-prepared so hard for literally every single video. And don't get me wrong, I know I still do that, but this save file feels like it should be far further in progress than it actually is. And by progress, I mean like towers, bosses, etc, etc. Anyway, Patalia was vanquished, and it's on to the next. Before going to the next boss, I did find a large electric egg outside of the Patalia arena. I grabbed it, I took it back to my base, and I started to incubate it. The next boss on my hit list was Kingpaca. I sent Zoro the Nox out, and we absolutely wiped the floor with it. Side note, I think Nox is such an underrated pal. Its partner skill, Kudir, is amazing. I know other pals have, a partner skill kind of like this, but just having the dark attribute to all of my weapons is so nice. Zoro and myself really didn't break a sweat in this fight, at all, and the king was dethroned. I leveled up to 27 because of this and decided to increase my attack. I kind of like the idea of having a character that has an incredibly high attack stat. The egg run for sure has provided me with some pretty heavy hitter pals. I know that, but having a high attack stat on myself too will only help me in the long run, especially if I'm going to be fighting Victor and Shadowbeak at some point in this series. On my way to the teleport, I found a common egg. Then I went to the next boss, that boss being Bron Cherry Aqua. On my way there, I also picked up a frozen egg. I am so happy to have Arson the Arsox on my team because holy crap, this cave to Bron Cherry Aqua is dark as sin. Once I got inside the cave, I decided to start the battle with Arson. My idea here was switching between Arson the Arsox and Orpheus the Rayhound. At least, that was my initial idea. I threw Arson out, and I realized pretty quickly that it would be a bad idea. I was hoping that Arson would have effective moves since Bron Cherry Aqua is a grass water type, but it seems that the water typing it has cancels out how effective fire moves are against it. I used Orpheus the Rayhound quite a bit for this fight until it was pretty low on health. I threw Zoro the Nox out in at one point, and then decided to test my luck with Arson the Arsox. Although the damage wouldn't be super effective, Arson could still potentially get a burn off on it, and that would cause some good chip damage. The fight was nearing its conclusion and I didn't even realize how low on health I was. I had Orpheus out and we just kept attacking as quick and precise as we could. My aim wasn't amazing for the most part of the fight, and although we were bruised and battered, we survived and prevailed. This was definitely the hardest boss I'd faced up until this point. After this fight, I decided to explore around for a while. I was on the hunt for eggs, but even more importantly, skill fruits. I think a lot of people neglect to realize the importance of them in this game. If you have the right moveset, any of your pals can become monsters, which I think is really neat. At one point, I thought I found a huge damp egg, and I was so excited, but then it turned out to just be a flax head. I regret to say this, but I let my emotions get to me, and I took that flack out. I am not proud of that decision, dear viewer. While out exploring, I found a damp egg, and then I found something stupid exciting. Oh my god. Is that... That's a huge dragon egg, right? It's totally a huge dragon egg. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh dear viewer, things just got exciting. Because of this newfound egg, I went back to my base to start incubating it. I will say that I changed my settings here. I understand this may go against my own rule set and challenge, but in the sake of trying to get content out to all of you on a weekly basis, I'm gonna allow myself this handicap. I'm going to set my egg incubation to 0, which means they'll hatch instantly. With all of that out of the way, let's hatch some eggs. Oh my god, we got a beacon. That's amazing. And we got a univolt. Okay. Alright, we'll hatch the other eggs before we go to the huge dragon egg. A celery. A swee. I love swee. Side note, look at this swee that my partner crocheted me. It is adorable, and I love it. What a good boy. I hate Toko Toko. Okay. Really? Oh, well, sorry guys, we're gonna have to go deal with this raid first. Oh my god. Am I just a cracked shot now? What happened? Okay, now we can finish hatching these eggs. Let's hatch this random dark egg I just found. A Musclehead Daydream, pretty cool. Alright. And finally, the moment we've been waiting for. Let's see if we get lucky and see what's in this huge dragon egg. Why? Why did it have to be a Relaxosaurus? Oh my god. I know I shouldn't be complaining. If you guys aren't familiar, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, you need to understand that I have a big disdain for Relaxosaurus. For the sake of this run and this challenge and succeeding, I suppose we can, you know, put this bowl of cottage cheese in our party. I don't know who to get rid of, though. Like, my brain wants to say Arson. I love Arson to death. And, like, I know you could say Nox, but I really want that dark damage. But then again, Izanagi pretty much covers both of those. Sorry, Arson. Love you, buddy, but... now we have this stupid guy. She's so big! After hatching the eggs and teaching Relaxosaurus some moves, I gathered up all of my treasure and my pal spheres, and I went to Fisherman's Point to sell all of them. I need more ammo for my gun, and I have no intentions of making my own ammo. I bought all the ammo I could afford and decided to run around the big scary volcano for a while on an egg hunt. I searched for one full in-game day and I found a pretty good haul. It wasn't the best by any means, but I did find 4 scorching eggs, 5 large scorching eggs, and 4 huge scorching eggs. I was really hoping for another huge dragon egg, but these will still be pretty nice, so you know the drill. Let's get to hatching. We'll first do the scorching eggs, and then we'll do the large scorching eggs, and then we'll finally do the huge scorching eggs. So let's knock these out and see what we get. A ferocious Kelpsy Ignis, that's pretty cool. Another Kelpsy Ignis, okay. Okay, cool, 2 Van Worms, that's gonna be really nice for condensing later on. Alright, first large scorching eggs gets us a Reptyro. And the second one gets us a Wixen, alright. Another Wixen. A second Reptyro. Ooh, a Pyronoct. That's pretty cool. Okay, now, it is time. It is time for the main showing, dear viewer. We have huge scorching eggs. Let's see what the very first one gives us. A Ragnahawk. Awesome. Another Pyronoct. Another Pyronoct. Don't you dare be another Pyronoct. And a Blazehound-Noct. Okay. I'm actually pretty happy with all of that, and it looks like we got some pretty good passives on those. Oh wow, these are bosses too. That's amazing. this Pyronoct that has Ferocious and Blood of the Dragon. Then we have a runner Pyronoct. The Blazehound Noct, nothing too crazy. The boss Ragnahawk with Ferocious is pretty insane. A Musclehead Reptyro. Whoa. You're kidding me. We got a Swift Van Worm? Okay, sorry Izanagi. You're instantly getting replaced with Izanagi the second. Oh, that's awesome, actually. Dang, I'm pretty excited about this. We have a male and female Pyronoct, so in the future we can actually breed these, and then maybe we can get a Pyronoct that would have Runner and Ferocious. After hatching all those eggs, I went out exploring once more. I found a dark egg, a common egg, a damp egg, a rocky egg, a large dark egg, and a large damp egg. For me, just flying around the map because I was bored, this was actually a pretty nice haul. I went back to my base and I hatched my eggs. The common egg hatched into a Rabunny, the damp egg was a Surfant, the rocky egg was a Dumud, the dark egg was a Daydream, the large damp egg was a Penking, and the large dark egg was a Nox. Okay, I need some fast gold, so off to my bank, Black Marketeers, and Trusts. I'm going to be going to multiple different bank branches to make a relatively significant withdrawal. While I was exploring to the different branches, I found a large damp egg and a frozen egg. I'll go back to my base in a few to hatch these because I still need to take out some more gold as of now. I also happen to find this. Oh man. Do I have a lucky clause? I don't know if I have a lucky clause in this. Okay, listen, we're gonna catch it for now because it's a Depresso, but I can't remember if I had a lucky clause in this run or not. Oh, shoot. So we'll catch this, and then I will scrub through my footage to see if I have a lucky clause. If I do, great, we get to keep the Depresso. If not, then we'll just have to not keep the lucky Depresso, but we'll check that out in a minute. I found a large common egg, and then I went to the last bake branch I needed to pull my gold out. Now that I have a nice withdrawal of 42,000 gold in my inventory, it's time to spend it. And you know where that means, dear viewer? Dune Shelter. I want to take Lily and Lyleen on, but I need an actual handgun. I'll need to level up twice to be able to make one, but I can first buy all the ammo I need for now. I ended up buying 391 shots, then I went back to my base to hatch those eggs. Alright, frozen egg first. Oh, we get another Chillet. That's awesome. Alright. Let's do the large common egg. A Grintail, sick. And the large damp egg. A Musclehead Penking. Oh, now that's interesting. Okay, hang on a second. Oh man. Do we change out Captain Kidd for the Musclehead Penking? I think we do, right? I think we do, yeah. Alright, Penking. You will now be known as Captain Kidd the Second. It's so fun. After hatching these eggs, I went on my merry way to go fight bosses to level up. First up being Chillet. Then Kingpaca. We got the legendary old bow schematic. That would have come in handy a long time ago. I fought Azarobe. I fought Bushi. I took on Quivern. I fought Elphadran. I fought Patalia. I had a raid happen at my base, and then I fought Chilled again just because. My leveling was slow, and I really wanted to fight Lily and Lyleen, so I pondered for a while if my pals were up to the task or not. I pondered this for so long while looking at the warm fire of Black Marketeers and Trusts. I'm thinking that I'll be fine using the makeshift handgun, but I think I'll need to add Wixen to my team. Doing this would be able to give me a fire attribute to my damage. I needed to level up Wixen before I went to fight Lily and Lyleen though, so I decided the easiest way would be to run some dungeons. I went to Fisherman's Point to buy some ammo, and then I proceeded to take on a couple of dungeons. The first dungeon I did was a level 29 dungeon. It was relatively easy, and after beating the boss Fellbat, I leveled up to 28. The chest gave me a few training manuals, which meant I was able to get Wixen up to level 28. I'm going to run one more dungeon, and I think that'll be enough to fully level up Wixen. This dungeon was really nothing to write home about. The boss was Grintail, and it just went swimmingly. After completing this dungeon and giving Wixen more training manuals, it was still under level by 1, but only 300 experience away from leveling. So rather than doing another dungeon, I decided to just take on Relaxosaurus Lux for the first time. I used Reptyro, and man, it was doing well for being 5 levels under the boss. At one point, the Relaxosaurus Lux did a weird fighter jet maneuver. This was concerning at the level of speed and agility that such a big creature as itself could have. But never fear, we took it down and we leveled up our pals. Now that Wixen is leveled up, I think it's time to fight Lily and Lyleen. I built the uncommon metal helm, cold-resistant metal armor, a mega glider, and I wanted to make the Giga Shield, but to do that, I needed to set up a factory, which meant I needed some materials. While out getting said materials, I found a huge common egg. After hatching said huge common egg... Alright, let's see what this huge common egg gives us. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh my god. I got to work on making my very small, but charming, factory area. Ah, and the construction is completed. I know this isn't the perfect base, but I'm really liking how small and compact it is. It does what it needs to do. With the factory built, and with my new shield made, I think it's time to head to Lily and Lyleen. On my way to the tower, I tried to unlock all of the fast travel points I could. Since I was running there, I was running into a couple eggs. I found a large verdant egg and a normal verdant egg. I'm here at the tower now, and it's time to see if my pals and I are ready to take down Lily and Lyleen. I have the utmost faith in them. I just hope to have faith in myself. So let's do this. Although Lily and Lyleen are level 25, it felt like they were on the same level as myself and Wixen. If I were to hit headshots on Lily, I could do around 350 to 375 damage, which meant this fight went on longer than I wanted it to. Lyleen's moves are pretty easy to read and dodge for the most part. The biggest move I always seem to have an issue with is the move Aqua Burst. I'll dodge the initial blast from it, but then like the actual blast radius itself damages me. It's not a lot, but it's still annoying. I still can't figure out how to dodge that. The fight may have been longer than I wanted, but with Wixen's partner ability, things were fine. Towards the end of the fight, I had a couple slip-ups, and I was pretty low on health. I was concerned for maybe a second or two, but then I realized that we had just won the battle, and I was able to exhale and breathe again. Whew. That was close. You did amazing, Wixen. I am so proud of you. Come here. Oh, dang it. Come on. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. We'll go back to the base. Wixen, come here. You did great. So proud of you. Woohoo! That was crazy. Let's hatch these eggs that we got on the way to Lily and Lyleen. We will do the verdant egg first. And we got a Stronghold Strategist Tansy. Let's see here. The large verdant egg gives us a Robin Quill. Okay. I'm pretty stoked about that. I actually really like Robin Quill. That's a cool pal. Heck yeah. Now that I beat Lily and Lyleen, I'm asking myself what's next. You'd say it's probably Axel and Orzerk, and you'd probably be right, but I have another fun idea. It may be a horrible idea, but what if I were to fight Bella Noir? I'd obviously have to level up probably 5 times, get better gear, prepare an area for it, etc. But hey, you are here for the content, and I am here to make said content. So, dear viewer, let's start preparing for the level 30 raid of Bella Noir. I went out to do some resource gathering. The main thing I really needed was sulfur, but I was also looking for some eggs. So let me give you like the quick cliff notes, the TLDR if you will, for what this adventure entailed. I found a verdant egg. You guys saw me find that huge verdant egg already. And I also found a dark egg. I found one singular sulfur node and mined it, and then I went back to my base to hatch those eggs I found. But before that, I had an unfortunate thing happen. Oh my god, I accidentally hit stop recording. Anywho, there's a level 40 Mossanda right down there, and it's lucky. I am level 28, so I don't think this would even be possible. But just to say I tried it, we're gonna throw a hypersphere at its back. And if this catches, I'll go buy a lottery ticket. Alright, nope. I will not be buying a lottery ticket. That's fine. We have... I think actually, I don't know if I have a lucky Mossanda on my main save. I know I have it on the 100 days save, like the OG 100 days save that I did. Thinking about that, I know that was only like 3 months ago, but good god. That feels like a different lifetime. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I really ought to look up if I actually had a lucky clause for this run or not, but that's a future MegaBits problem. I made some gunpowder, and then I let my pals make me some coarse ammo as I went to have lunch. I got back from lunch and I ended up with 349 shots of coarse ammo. I'm going to be using the rest of the gunpowder that I already made to make handgun ammo for when I actually get said handgun. Editor's note, I thought that was handgun ammo at the time. I literally just clicked on it and started crafting. I didn't realize till later in the run that I just made more coarse ammo, so that's fun. After this, I went out exploring again. I spent most of my time opening chests, finding sulfur nodes, and egg hunting. I didn't find too much, but I did find a large electric egg and this egg. Oh my god. Haha. Oh, we got another huge dragon egg. Oh man, that is incredibly exciting. Now, don't get me wrong, that could totally just be another Relaxosaurus, which would, really suck, if I'm being honest. But we have the opportunity of getting a really good pal from that huge dragon egg. So, let's go back to base, let's hatch it, and we'll see if your boy MegaBits gets lucky or not, okay? I'm back in my base now, and it is now time to hatch these babies. All right. It is once again our favorite time of this run. Let's do the large electric egg first. Oh, we got a beacon with bottomless stomach. That kind of sucks. But now, the moment of truth. Do we get something that's not Relaxosaurus out of the huge dragon age? Oh my... We got another Relaxosaurus, and it is an awful... It is a really bad Relaxosaurus. So it has Glutton, which I'm pretty sure every Relaxosaurus has Glutton until you, like, breed that passive out. But it has Pacifist, too. This is bad. This is not great. I was kind of bored with grinding, so I just kind of started to wander off aimlessly in the map. And then I had this happen. Okay. I really need to watch my old video to see if I have a lucky clause or not, because this is getting ridiculous now. Oh, MegaBits of the past, you better have a lucky clause. I said nothing about luckies. Nothing. I said nothing about luckies. What was wrong with me? Okay, boom. Now we have a lucky clause in this run. I can catch luckies, and I can only use them in my base. I will not be using said luckies in my party. Ah man, I totally forgot that I promised a Bella Noir raid battle. I really need to start preparing for this. I really need to level up. So I did a few dungeons. With my current PAL team, they were all relatively easy. The last one I did, I even leveled up to 29, which was my goal because I wanted to make the actual handgun rather than the makeshift handgun. That dungeon also dropped the schematic for the uncommon metal armor. I don't know if I'll make the metal armor since I think I prefer the cold resistant armor that I have now, but we'll see. Once I left the dungeon, I found a large dark egg, and I heard a noise. The noise. Oh, hello. Do I even have... Yeah, I have a hypersphere. That's fine. My darling Wixen, get out here. Okay, that's enough. God, I'm good. Oh, it's work slave too. That's actually gonna be really good for the base. Ugh, I'm so excited. Things are going well. I need to go back to my base now to make some gear and hatch this egg. All right, first things first, let's hatch this large dark egg. Ooh, Meredith. That's pretty cool. I don't necessarily know if I'll use it, but it's cool nonetheless. I don't know when I got the schematic for the uncommon handgun, but I'm pretty excited about that. I need to wait for my pals to refine 100 ingot, then I'm going to be able to make it. In the meantime, I'm going to run a couple dungeons in hopes of getting more Bella Noir slab fragments. I went back to my base and crafted the uncommon handgun. Now it is time for me to sleep, as witty name is feeling eepy. Okay, so next order of business is really just leveling up. And you know, rather than being repetitive and telling you all the dungeons I cleared, the random bosses, etc., let's just do a quick cut into this. Bam! I am now level 35. I put most of my stat points into damage, which got me to an attack stat of 132. I haven't unlocked any technologies yet, so let's do that real quick. Alright, while doing all of my leveling up, I did find a total of 5 eggs. We have 3 verdant eggs and 2 scorching eggs. I don't foresee us getting anything amazing, but let's hatch them. Oh, Guma. I love Gumas. Oh shoot, a B-guard. Oh, that's amazing actually. We're throwing B-guard into our ranch, 100%. Where are you at, B-guard? Guard, you're not gonna do any of this. You are only gonna be in the ranch. Okay, that's actually really exciting. If and when we ever get to the point that we start doing breeding, having a B-guard here is going to make our lives way easier, just getting, you know, a good amount of honey here. Okay, so I need a lot of ingot. With me being level 35 now, I've unlocked 3 new saddles that I'd like to try out. Beacon, Pyron Noct, and Blazehowl Noct. Since I needed a lot of ingot, it's time for some base upgrades. I moved around a lot of the base, and I decided to make an ore mining site too. Things here are for sure looking a little cramped, but I think I'm liking this vibe a lot. It's a small and compacted base, yes, but it works for me. I do need flame organs, so I'm gonna set up a base that I can teleport to near the volcanic area by Verdant Brook. Once this base was made, I went out and got all of the flame organs I needed. Since I was knocking out Lamball, I also got high quality pal oil, which realistically is never a bad thing to stock up on. I went back to my base and I hatched this large dark egg I found. Alright, let's see what the large dark egg gives us. A Tombat. That is actually kinda nice. I'm blown away that that's the first Tombat we've gotten in this run, but hey, I'm down for Tombat. Tombat's pretty cool. I made the saddles for Beacon, Blazehound Noct, and Pyron Noct. Oh my god. Pyron Noct looks amazing. Wow. Oh, welcome to the team, buddy. Okay, Blazehound Noct is cool. I was hoping it could fly, but it cannot. And it's slow as sin, so sorry, Blazehound, you will not be on the team. Oh my god, I forgot about Satan and Satan the second. Oh man, I am funny. That's good. Wow. So as of now, this is the team. While fighting Bella Noir, I'll be riding on Chillet to add dragon damage to my gun. But before I go to fight Bella Noir, I need to level up my pals and get some more ammo for my handgun. I went to Dune Shelter to sell off my treasure and to buy ammo. After that, I ran around hunting for chests and fighting pals to level up my own pals. Things were going pretty well. I got my pals leveled up quite a bit. There's still a little more work to do, but that's totally fine. While doing all of this, I also found some eggs. I found 2 huge scorching eggs, an electric egg, and a dark egg. I also found the schematic for the rare handgun, so I'll be making that when I get back to my base. I went to the Wildlife Sanctuary number 3 and I found some good loot, including 5 Bella Noir fragments. With all of this newfound progress I made, I went back to my lovely base, and it's time for me to start hatching some eggs. Alright, it is time to hatch all these eggs I found. So we'll do the electric egg first. Oh, we got a Jolt Hog, and it's Dainty Eater, not bad. Let's do the dark egg. I leveled up to 36. I did not want to level up that much before Bella Noir, but that's fine. A Cognito, that's pretty sick. Alright, the first huge scorching egg. A Suzaku, not bad, okay. And the second one, what do we get? Another Suzaku. Okay, honestly, that not bad at all. I'm pretty excited about that. I crafted the rare handgun, and then I went to do a couple more dungeons to finish leveling up my pals. I did a few of them, then I took on a couple higher level dungeons within the desert area. I also found this. What? What? Why is there a chest on the outside of the dungeon? Huh. That is interesting. I do this every now and then. Mostly just because going through these dungeons gets very repetitive when you do these challenges as much as I do them. Now, granted, you can say it's cheating because it totally is cheating. I completely understand, but anywho, I say all of that because I have never seen a chest spawn on top of the dungeon before. That's weird. Oh, we got the rare pump action shotgun. That's interesting. I don't think I'll make it for Bella Noir because honestly, I feel like we're I feel like we're more than ready for Bella Noir. I'm just trying to get my pals all kind of leveled up to the same level, which might be, over preparing, but I just don't want, lower level pals while I'm fighting Bella Noir. The main pal I needed to worry about was Chillet, and Chillet's already level 36, so that should be fine. Okay, let's do one more dungeon, and then I think we should try Bella Noir after this. With this last dungeon, I was able to level up my pals to where I thought they would be ready to go, And now that I'm back at my base, I feel ready for the fight with Bella Noir. I built 2 tablets, and then I went out to find a location to fight them. The devs did such a good job with this raid. Every time I do this battle, it just always feels so incredibly epic. You know, with the sky turning a different color and your surroundings getting dark, it feels like a real battlefield. The fight with Bella Noir was for sure insane. Not a minute in, and I already had a pal get knocked out. Beacon's out. Beacon's out. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, this is crazy. Now, that was for sure concerning, but I felt like my pals and I were still doing some pretty significant damage. Pyron Knock got knocked out about a minute and a half into the fight. Pyron Knock's about to get knocked out. Pyron Knock's out. And then at the 2-minute mark, I had a major oversight happen. Hunger. Oh god, half of my pals are hungry. That's not good. Oh no. Now this was a problem. If you're unaware, hunger is a debuff for you and your pals. You get a 20% attack and defense debuff if your pals are hungry. It's bad, and we needed all the damage we could possibly get while fighting Bella Noir. Oh god, I have no food. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. We gotta go back to my base real quick. I'll be back for you in a second. Don't you worry, lady. Oh man, I did not think this out. I completely forgot that they needed food, and I forgot Relaxosaurus is a monster, and it eats so much because it has the glutton perk, or passive. Yeah, we will get our pals some food real quick, and then hopefully we'll be fine. You need food. Ugh, this was embarrassing to say the least. The fact that I completely neglected food and I just forgot that I needed food for this, I still can't believe while I'm editing this video that I just forgot to check my food. After feeding all of the pals, I made 2 pal beds really quick in hopes of reviving my other pals faster, and then I was going to keep them in the pal box so they could heal up. Once my pals were rescued, I put them back in the pal box so they could heal. Then I had a little bit of a misclick. When I went back to the Bella Noir raid, I accidentally threw in some of my own base pals rather than my full raiding team, so they died a pretty bad death. But you know, that's just a risk sometimes. Oh, I put the wrong pal out. Robin Quill wasn't supposed to be out here. That poor pal had no idea what the hell was happening. This was very sloppy, and I am the only person to blame here. Now, granted, I've maybe fought Bella Noir, I don't know, a handful of times, maybe like 5 or 10 times. But this was by far my worst performance against Bella Noir. Maybe I was nervous, I don't know, but I suffered a lot of losses that I most likely didn't need to suffer if I would have just planned this better. Dude. Oh my god, this is so bad. There. God. Oh my god, that just took out so many of our pals. Oh no, there goes Relaxosaurus and Orpheus. Oh man. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're almost done. Has 10,000 health points. Oh, that freeze. Let's go. Get out of here. My god. That was insane. I don't even know what to say. Oh man, we have a lot of pal fatalities here. These 2 weren't even supposed to be in the battle, so I feel really bad about that. They just kind of got thrown into it. Okay, so in total, we lost, what, 6 pals? Yeah, my blood pressure's a little raised, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, now that we've beat Bella Noir, let's hatch this egg. And, you know, honestly, if we get lucky, maybe this Bella Noir will have some pretty good passives. But, let's see. Okay, well, fragrant foliage, whatever it is. That's not terrible. I don't really know what I would have preferred, but I'm not upset by it. Good lord, that fight was insane. I, of course, had a few missteps and a couple major missteps that I'm not proud of, but hey, I beat it. I feel pretty good about that win. It could have been better, but, you know, that's fine. We still won. And because of that, I felt more than prepared to take on Axel and Orzerk. I thought, you know, beating the Bella Noir raid would mean that I was, like, set to fight Axel and Orzerk. So, let's go do that. I brought Reptyro back into my party, leveled it up off camera, and then I headed to the tower.
Whoa!
Okay, so this fight did not go as planned. About a minute in, I realized that I should have brought a certain pal. Now, me being editor MegaBits, it's funny because the pal I wanted to bring is incredibly weak to electric, so I don't really know exactly what I was thinking, but here's what happened. I should have brought Pen King. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was a bad hit. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna restart this. I should have brought Pen King. I was just thinking dealing with the electricity with Reptyro would be good, but I think Pen King, I think having Pen King on my team and alternating between the two is going to be the way better. I think that's gonna be the way we win this. Okay, attempt number 2. I know I'm not at full health, but it's fine. Witty name will be alright. Ah, famous last words. I realize now that the Bella Noir raid just kind of overinflated my ego. I figured since I was able to beat the raid boss, I'd be more than able to take on Axel and Orzerk. I once again neglected to realize an incredibly obvious factor. I had like 10 pals fighting Bella Noir. In the tower, I can only use one pal at a time. Again, I don't fully understand what past MegaBits was thinking here, but Axel and Orzerk humbled me. Wow, we are not doing enough damage. Oh man. I might have underestimated Axel and Orzerk. This fight did not go as I planned whatsoever. I forgot just how ferocious that these two were, and it showed. I don't have enough ammo. Oh my gosh. Oh god, now I have the crossbow. This is so bad. Yeah, it's blatantly obvious to me that we're not gonna win this, but I want to be a good influence for you guys and for my pals. You don't quit when things get hard. You keep going. Man, this is crazy. After doing Bella Noir, I thought we were gonna be good. I thought this was gonna be a breeze. Okay. Oh, Reptyro came up to me like, what happened? Oh, man. Okay, well, you know, aw, cute. We learned a lot from that fight. One, we are not ready. I don't think the handgun's gonna do it. I would like honestly, I would like an assault rifle, but we're gonna have to level up a little bit more. I thought level 36 would have been enough, but I guess not. Unfortunately for you, dear viewer, you're just gonna have to wait until next episode. And in next episode, you know, we're gonna take on Axel and Orzerk, and what, Marcus and Phalerus. So we'll take on those 2 towers in the next episode. And then the final episode most likely will be an absolute grind fest as I try to prepare and defeat Victor and Shadowbeak. So anywho, if you stayed till this long, thanks a lot. I appreciate you. Never forget how special you are, dear viewer. Aside from that, that is all I got. Bye. Oh shoot, I forgot about the main quest of taking on that crazy Lamball. Here.